just going to give you a bit of an overview of ChatGPT. We're going to actually, most of it's going to be practical. I did prepare a presentation, but yeah, last night I woke up at 3 a.m. and I thought, I don't want to do a presentation. So I'm going to wing it, and it's going to be more about just showing us working through examples and showing you how you can use GPT. So that is searching, summarizing, analyzing data, doing some brainstorming, getting Clark out. So Jess is going to be co-hosting me today. Say hi, Jess.
Hi.
Morning, everyone.
Hi.
Good morning. Yeah, and we're also going to, Jess is going to be showing how you can get some Clark help related to it. And then, yeah, we might, if we have time, we'll do a little bit of a background, but originally my presentation was all about background of AI and ChatGPT, but I'm going to push that towards the end, and we're just going to jump straight in and play around with it. So the first, I need some help with you. You're going to be participating. So I'm going to ask a question here. I'll just drop it onto the chat. Let's bring that up there. So a few people have used ChatGPT, which is good. So here we go. Here is a question. Have you got a holiday planned? If yes, tell me where you are going and what you like doing when you're there. So if you could drop that in, I need as many of you to respond to that as possible. About, yeah, have you got a holiday planned? Where are you going? And what do you like doing when you get there? So if you fill all that out, I'm then also going to see, depending on if anything interesting comes up, I'm going to ask, some really fun stuff coming up here, Las Vegas, Florida, etc. I'm going to pick on someone who we're going to do a little experiment with. So just keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. They're nice and busy. Any one of those sound interesting to you, Jess? You have a little look and name.
Yes, so Perry, I can see, is going on the Norwegian fjord cruise, which one of our colleagues just recently did. She looked at,
okay.
So.
Kerry, okay, good. Right, that might be a little bit tricky because it's a planned cruise. I could try that, but anything else interesting, a destination? I know we could do we'll go with that one. You like the idea of that. Actually, no, that won't be. I need a place. Yeah, go choose a place.
We've had a couple saying France.
Okay, a particular area in France. One with a particular city.
A particular area. We've got some activities, if that helps.
Safari in the Serengeti, Amanda. That looks cool. Right. So I'm gonna do a screen share. We could try a couple of them. Right. So I'll do a screen share here. I will share my whole desktop. So to access ChatGPT, that's where we start off. You just literally just go and Google ChatGPT. Probably come up top result there. And as you see it there, it's by OpenAI. It's a I'll explain what it is later. We're just going to jump in, start using it. So you'll simply come to this screen, and then you'll have to hit sign up, and you just create an account, follow the instructions. That's quite easy. You normally have to sign in. You can create an account from scratch, or you can sign in with your Microsoft, Google, or Apple account. But I'll get rid of that. So I'm already signed in here. So, yes, let's go with Amanda. Amanda, hello, Amanda. Are you cool for talking?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Good. I'm going to ask you a few questions first. But first, let's find out about me. Tell me about Serengeti. So we'll ask. So you can just do, in its simplest form, ChatGPT is like a Google search. So you can just ask it basic questions. What is quite cool that you'll initially notice on my next question, I'll pop that in there, wait for that to finish. actually, I'll go on to the other version for now because it's a bit faster. There's 3.5 version 4. Version 4 is a better version of the algorithm. 3.5 is not as good, but it's a lot faster and it's perfect for this. So tell me, and it's a lot. So tell me a little bit about Serengeti. Okay, cool, that's good. What else you can do with ChatGPT, like a Google search, you can also ask follow-up questions. So I can just say, it remembers my previous query. So I can say, what are the top 5 must-sees? So normally, if you're using Google or Bing search, you would have to write, what are the top 5 must-sees in Serengeti? But here, I can just go like that. So I've asked it. Top 5 must-sees. Then I could do some, so it's got some must-sees there. What is the best time of year to go? So again, it remembers everything for me. That's good. So this is where I'm going to require Kerry in a minute. That's, basic searching there. So you can actually then instruct ChatGPT to act as a particular role. So I'm going to say, this is where it's going to start getting really personalized. So I'm going to, ask it, act as an expert travel planner. So that's a very good instruction. You're telling it what you want to act like. So act as a expert, create a plan. Kerry is going on this trip. Create a plan for her trip and ask questions to clarify details what you need to do if you need to. Cool. So we've got some questions. So it's acting. I'm going to just drop those in here. Pop them over here. So Kerry, what travel dates? When are you planning? Just say kind of the month.
Oh, I think you've got the trips confused. I think it's Amanda that's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amanda, sorry, Amanda. No, I'm already confusing
okay.
Amanda. Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Actually, literally just come back. So
or let's see, we can see if it gets it any good. Okay, good. Yeah. When did
July I went.
July. Okay, well, I can't type. July 2024.
Yeah.
How long are you going for?
3 weeks.
3.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks, nice. What's your main interests?
Wildlife.
Wildlife. Anything else?
The cultures.
Cultures. Food?
Definitely.
Food. Okay, what type of accommodation would you prefer?
Glamping.
Glamping, cool. What's your budget? Per person. This is a bit personal, but no, you can make anything up.
Let's go with 10 grand.
10 big ones, sweet. How many group size?
Husband and I.
Husband and wife. Mobility and activities, kind of anything.
Mobility and activities. Jeep safaris.
Yeah.
River safaris.
Okay, cool. We'll get that in there. Jeep safaris. And are you quite active?
Yep.
Any special requirements? Oh yeah, this is no, I'll go there. Oh no, I'll just get on with this. Yeah, there we go. I'll put that in. Preferred entry point.
Tanzania.
Yeah, good. I'll just put that in there. So I'll drop that in there. Cool. There we go. So straight away it gives you a plan. Thank you for providing it. Arriving Tanzania, Arusha, arriving Kilimanjaro International Airport, overnight stay, 3 to 5 Tangier National Park. Yes, it's given a good overview. How does that look for your? Oh, you finish in Zanzibar, which is nice.
Perfect. I actually did finish in Zanzibar.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. So you can do that. Like, this is just general, you know, so you customize that. So I could now go, I could, let me bring this back. I could actually then, like, I'm a travel planner. I could say create an email. I'm dyslexic, so email to. So I've already got the name wrong, didn't I? Put Kerry at the top, didn't I? But Kerry's got it wrong. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I could copy that in there. I was hoping to find someone who's got a holiday planned, but we could plan it out that. But you guys could try it. Yeah, so I hope this email finds you well. I'm excited to present you the personalized itinerary, your dates, duration, group size, and then you can ship that off. So there's a simple example of using ChatGPT, not only for just doing normal searches, which you would be doing all the time with Google, but then you can also personalize it. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to take, do some summarization. So that's based on the knowledge ChatGPT has itself. So now I'm going to go to all your responses. Let's just take them. Yeah. Wait. I'm just got to copy and paste them in. Bear with. Oh, can I? Bear with. Oh yeah, there we go. I'll just get rid of that. So I've done a survey. I'll just get this is all unstructured text. I haven't got everyone in there, but yeah. So that's all. I've copy and pasted our chat in there, and I said summarize the response to this question. Let's go and find my question. So I can say, what are the most popular holiday destinations? So it's taken all that unstructured text that I've copied and pasted in there, and it's ordered. Is that ordered by popularity from the chat? You can even, like I've done. Oh no, it's made a mistake. So I'll go back to it. So sometimes you have to reprompt it. So I could say, use this data. Summarize this data. From that chat, what is the most popular location? So there wasn't an actual theme. I thought France might be in there, but anyway, it would be. So I can show some more examples of that. But what I'll do is I could do some funny things here. You could say, yeah, so Amanda Amanda is going on holiday here with her husband. What's your husband's name?
John.
John.
Mm-hmm.
He likes walking, or she likes safari food, and is clerk at which council?
Normandy.
Normandy.
Normandy, yeah.
Normandy. Is that town?
Normandy Parish.
Parish Council. Write a short poem about her holiday. I should probably zoom in actually, so you. There we go. We're getting a nice poem about your holiday. There we go. So it can do all kinds of things. ChatGPT, creative stuff as well. So I've shown you how it can search. It can summarize data, and it can be. And I could even say this: do it in the style of a pirate. There we go. We've got in style of a pirate. There's fun things there. So we're going to get a bit more serious now. So I'm going to ask another question, just to show. Let me grab some data in a minute. Just going to get something for you. Leads. Wait a second. Custom fields. Right, I'm going to ask. I'll show you some more data analysis. This is going to be a bit more advanced. So I've got a question. I'm going to drop into the chat. If I can find it. Yeah, so what council do you work for? What role do you have at the council? And what is current system do you use for managing your financial accounts? And what do you like about it and what do you not like about it? There we go. So if you want to fill that out, I'll get ready for it. You drop some chat in there if you don't mind. Everyone put in what's their current let it all come in. Good. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. While you're doing that, I'll copy and paste it in. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. Excellent. Yeah, the more data, the better. Hopefully this will work. We're winging it. Okay, right. I've got some data in there. Let me just go back up to the top. I've got some more. I'll do a screen share in a minute. Okay, I'll do a screen share. Let's go. Yeah, so I've got it all in there, your responses. I've got the question in there. Summarize this chat, the answers to this question. I'm just going to go on to a code interpreter. Good. So now I'm using version 4, which is a bit more advanced. This is all. So I just threw all that unstructured text into it, and it's analyzing it and organizing that text really nicely. Sarah's a super clerk at many councils. So it's pretty amazing that it's just really formatting that perfectly. There we go. So now I'm going to go create a chart of software used, create a pie chart of software used based on all mentions. There we go. So this is a more advanced part of ChatGPT. It's using this code interpreter, which actually that is generating code to analyze all that data and generate a pie chart. I have no clue what's going to come out at the end there. So we're doing that. So while that's going, then we're going to move on to another example. This is going to get more. There we go. That's perfect. Pie chart there. Isn't that amazing? From all that unstructured data, it's produced that result. Then, yeah, so now I'm going to try, well, I could even like say produce a PDF report summarizing the data. I'll wait for that to go. Now we're going to move into more examples with town and parish councils. I was looking at North Walsham. We're in North Walsham Town Council. That's where we're based, Scribe. So I'll jump into, I was having a look at their events. I see they've got, and there wasn't something else I saw popped up. There's a Christmas, where was it? They're promoting their Christmas.
At the top there, John, Christmas 2023.
Oh, where was it?
The banner at the top.
Banner at the top.
Yeah, in the headings, Christmas 2023.
Oh, yes, there we go. So I see they've got an event coming up and they've done a call for looking for stall holders, etc. So many of you may be looking to do that. That's still running there. I'll pop open another version. So we could jump into that. I've already pre-written a prompt. These things are called prompts by the way. So I've got here a simple prompt. There goes my report. So I can download it here. And then I'll open her up. Oh, where is it? It's still downloading. it's still downloading. Oh, no, there it is. There you go. That's not a very good report, actually, but I could improve that if I wanted to. So we're going to go on to, the Christmas event. So I've hired you as an event planner. You're familiar with local communities and you have organised lots of successful Christmas fairs. I'm a clerk at North Walsham Town Council in Norfolk. We want to host a Christmas fair on the Saturday, the 18th in the High Street, which will be closed to vehicles. We also have a bandstand at one end of the High Street. Can you help me brainstorm ideas for the event? So you can use ChatGPT as almost like a consultant assistant. So we use it a lot because, again, ChatGPT has a lot of knowledge, which we'll go into more about later. So we're running 28 minutes. Cool. No worries. So, ChatGPT is, said, well done. It's a fantastic idea. The location's good. So here is some ideas of a theme for our Christmas fair. Which one do you like, Jess?
The traditional Victorian sounds quite interesting.
Traditional Victorian. Great. Like the traditional Victorian Christmas idea, can you create me a plan to make this happen? Cool. So it's filling them all out there. So it's suggesting decorations, stalls for food, crafts, dress code for the stalls, Victorian attire, entertainment, activities, promotion, logistics, crew. Okay, good. So that all sounds good. I could actually get a project plan generated from that. But first I want to kind of promote it to get, I would like to do a call for stalls, entertainment, etc. Can you draft me an email and social media post? If you need any additional info from me, please ask. So that's what I want. Cool. Initially kick it off. Cool. So I will take that there. I'll copy and paste it in. Start and end time of event. Let's say 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Store setup time, 1 hour. Any fees associated free. Let's say 3 by 3 meters. I'll just ignore that. Length or duration of slot, 30 mins. We have all this. Contact details. What was it? FI at North Walsham. FI at North Walsham, and that, next within, so it's August now, so we need to know by set 30th. Okay, so it's asked me specifics because it's my event planner for me. It's going to draft this email to send out to people. It's putting all the details in there. I've just done some basic typing in. Stall holders, performance, I don't really like that email because it hasn't done suggestions of the type of stores and entertainment we might like. It's got the social media post in there with some emojis, which is all good. Can you improve the content with suggestions on the type of stores and entertainment we might like? There we go. So you can reprompt it if you're not happy with the result. So what a lot of people have done historically, I found, is they get that result and then they copy and paste it and modify it themselves. But you just keep reprompting. You just keep reprompting ChatGPT until you get the result you're looking for. So it's getting better now. So that's the be part of North Horsham Victorian Christmas extravaganza. There we go. I could say, can we have a funky name for the event which takes into consideration local history? Please suggest some names. Again, it's very friendly with grammar, spelling mistakes when you're doing it. And it's suggesting a whole bunch. So we're known for, North Horsham is known for weaving, heavy wool weaving. Down the road, Worcester was for light wool. So it's obviously picking up on some of those historic things there. So that's all. Yes, basically ChatGPT is very good for marketing, producing news. I could create a newsletter, create a newsletter about the event, also mention other things the council is doing. You could make those up. I just had to make those up for now. So you could use it for, yes, any newsletters, Facebook posts, or anything. And it's producing them here. On the more serious side, in terms of project management, you could even, I could say, give me a full project plan for the event, include schedules so that we deliver it on time. There we go. One thing you must know, if you keep reprompting ChatGPT loads of times, after a while it hallucinates, it goes off track. And that's just one thing of the technology, because it can't remember, although I say it can remember the past conversation, it can't go too far, then it'll start making things up. So I see there, it's producing a plan, which looks very good. I'll stop that now. And then I could also say, can you generate a risk assessment plan? Can you generate a risk assessment plan? There we go. It sometimes does this because it's so popular, ChatGPT. So all I'll do is I'll hit regenerate. If that doesn't work, I will hit refresh. Go back to my chat. Regenerate the last one. I'm going to stop that now because we don't want to go and see it do the detailed project plan. I'll stop that there. And can you generate? Oh, it wants to generate it. Let me just do that then. Regenerate. Oh, something else is going on. No worries. Just close that. ChatGPT. Open her up. Chris. Yeah, there we go. So you've done a decent plan there. Let's just go through it. Yeah, the project plan, winter weave, pre-planning, research and budgeting, theme and concept, vendor and entertainment outreach, planning, stall allocation, entertainment schedule, logistics, promotions, site inspection, vendor and performing briefing, safety, emergency protocols, final promotions on the day. It's given 7 a.m. The whole event, wrap up, post-event, feedback, financial review, thank you. Good. Can you generate a risk assessment plan? It's a bit more on the serious side there, which is good. So let that play out. Let's see what else I've got planned. Yeah, so I'm going to hand over. So that gives it, you know, a good overview of using ChatGPT for multiple things, doing search, and then something that you might need to do at the council. I'm going to hand over to Jess now, who's going to talk about how you can use it to assist you in your role. So you can see it's doing a great plan there: crowd control, weather, technical failures, fire, food safety, structural issues, traffic and transportation, medical emergencies, security, COVID-19, other concerns, risk management, strategies. It's all in there to mitigate those. As you can see, lots of great examples there. So over to you, Jess.
Thank you, John. So I've basically just come up with a couple of examples that might be questions that you ask as a clerk or an RFO. So I'm just going to share my screen quickly. So I've come up with a couple of prompts. One thing we find gets asked a lot is power used to spend and which purchases come under which certain powers. That is something that you could try asking ChatGPT as well. So I've just got a basic question there: which power can I use for a purchase of Christmas lights? I've also got the actual power used to spend example here, so I can see, I know exactly which one that is. So what we can do is just head into ChatGPT, copy that question in and test it and see if it gets the right answer there, which hopefully it should do. So it's just giving a bit of background there on what the power used to spend is. And it's now said there, section 144 of the Local Government Act 1972. And if I compare that, I can see that is actually correct there. So it can be useful in terms of just general questions that you might have, whether that's finance related. You can literally just pop in what you want to ask, and it usually gives some background and a good answer there. And then another example I've got is along the lines of summarising. So a useful blog that we posted a while back was on different bank accounts for town and parish councils, and there is a lot of information in there. So one idea I've just done is I've written a basic prompt saying, here's a blog I found on the best banks for town and parish councils. Based on this information, what bank would you recommend? So I've copied in all the text from the blog there with the prompt at the top. And if I just copy and paste this into ChatGPT, I'll just start a brand new chat there. You can see it should then hopefully summarise all the information from the blog and just give a good recommendation there. So it makes it more compact and easier to read there. Lovely. So we can see it's just giving some of the pros and cons of each bank, and then at the end it will give a recommendation. So they're just some examples. Obviously, there are a lot of things that ChatGPT can be used for. As John demonstrated, it is really giving it a good prompt and some background information that it can then use in its response as well. But if anyone had any questions that they wanted us to give a go in ChatGPT, do feel free to put those in the chat, and we can try doing that live while we're on Zoom here.
Yes, we'll do that at the end. So thanks, Jess. So we are, in the future, we are planning on integrating ChatGPT into Scribe accounts so that it can assist you. By the way, this is not released yet. We're updating Scribe in the next couple of weeks. I'll have this new update to the homepage, which will show charts and everything about your financial status and your current bank balance. And I mean, this data is just test data. It'll have your budget versus actual and your breakdown of all your spend, etc. But anyway, we do have this chatbot in support, which you can, put in queries and get support from our knowledge base. And in the future, we'll be improving that and updating it with ChatGPT to help you with some of those questions, so you don't need to jump out of it. So, like, moving on, yes, let's just kind of wrap up very quickly and just talk a little bit more about ChatGPT. I could have actually used ChatGPT. Let me zoom in some more to assist me in this talk. So I've got this cool prompt here saying, my name is John Fagan. I'm CEO of Scribe called Scribe. I'm doing a webinar on introducing ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT live right now in front of the audience. I've hired you as my co-host. Please give yourself a name and introduce yourself. So there we go. Chose Emily. Normally chooses Eleanor. So also one thing about ChatGPT, it's not deterministic, so it will give different answers sometimes. So it says, "Hi, I'm delighted to be here. You're today. I introduce John Fagan to hiring company cloud software. And as for myself, I'm a digital assistant based on OpenAI." So I could say, give me an outline for the talk today. So Emily will do that. So it's giving me an idea. We've already done a few things here, so I've kind of flipped the whole talk doing this at the end, but now I will start asking more details about the underlying technology. So I've mentioned that we plan to integrate into Scribe. We've done some real world examples and case studies already. We can do some of this stuff. So let's just go, I'm going to say, quick look at AI shaping various industries. I say, what is AI? Emily, please tell the audience what is AI. So it's a branch of computer science that create machines that mimic and simulate human intelligence. Can you explain how AI is created in layman's terms with a simple example? Maybe involving, should we say cats or dogs? Jess loves her dogs. So
yeah, go dogs.
Dogs. There we go. There we go. Imagine you're trying to teach a toddler to recognize a dog. You might show the child several pictures of different dogs, big ones, small ones, fluffy ones, etc. And say this, every time you say, this is a dog, this is a dog. Over time, after seeing so many pictures and this reputation, the toddler will start to recognize dogs. And this is basically how AI is done. It uses data. So you collect all your data, you train the AI, and it's using, basically mathematics and algorithms to determine it after, and then once you've created that training data, then you test it and show it the AI new pictures. So you've shown it like 100 pictures of dogs, then you have a whole set of other dog pictures, which also have cats in there and frogs and everything. And then you test it to see if it recognizes the dogs. So I could say, what is ChatGPT? So this makes no sense to me. Well, it kind of does a little bit to me because I used to work in AI, but again, explain it in layman's terms. Oh, it's gone with a parrot this time. So this is super smart digital parrot. The parrot has read, or more accurately, has been shown almost every book, article, website that you can think of. When you ask it question and start conversation, it doesn't think like humans do. Instead, it remembers patterns. And from all these things it has read, uses those patterns to give you a coherent answer. Underlying, it's called a large language model. What is a large language model in layman's terms? That's what they're LLMs, that's what they refer to. It's like a giant magical book. Okay, right. So I'll ask some more stuff just to. So it said relevance to ChatGPT for clerks and RFOs, streamlining admin tasks, enhancing communication, improving record keeping. There's so much I could show you, but we won't go into that. I think if I'm a clerk thinking about using ChatGPT, what are the risks? So it says data privacy concerns, misinformation. ChatGPT generates responses based on training data. Sometimes that might be incorrect. Over reliance, lack of emotional intelligence, security concerns likely. Please, how would I top tips to avoid these risks? So it's given a whole bunch of things, but the main thing is you just got to be careful when you're putting personal information in there, so personal phone numbers. I mean, ChatGPT does strip those all out, etc., but it's just not good practice in general that if you used people's addresses, personal emails, date of births, all the PII information. But yeah, cool. Bit of a ramble, but yeah, I've showed you around. Hopefully you see the power of ChatGPT and how it could be used. We're going to be doing a lot more webinars on this, and I'll be producing maybe some blog posts on specific prompts that you could use to do certain activities, such as planning an event, etc. Yes, so have we got any questions? Staff salaries are recorded in Scribe. If it's integrated with ChatGPT, is that a breach of risk? So I am using the consumer-facing product. I'm paying for it. So if you're using the free version and the paid version, you wouldn't want to put that information there. But ChatGPT supports these things called application programming interfaces, so you can build your own app on top of ChatGPT, and when you're using that, it's all isolated. So you know, in the terms and conditions ChatGPT, it's all when you're using the actual business version of it, not the consumer facing version of it. So it would be fine. If we will plan to integrate it into Scribe. Yeah, so you better share data and it's all isolated in the cloud, and you would be able to ask questions of your financial data. You know, you would be able to say, what's the last receipt, what's the payment, generate a chart, and all kinds of information related to it. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. I did ask that question. So we would have to make sure that for the upgrade of Scribe that we had already purchased the business version to protect the personal information. Is that correct?
No, that would be us.
You would do it. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be us. We would have this. It's this B2B. We would have it, so you wouldn't need to worry about it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got one good here for recommended graphics version for ChatGPT. Yeah, so I'll answer your question, Deborah. There's so much I could show you, but This kind of whistle-stop tour. So ChatGPT does have, well, this code interpreter that I had in there, that's what generated those charts. But it also has plugins. So I played around with this. I'll do it again. Let me just, I've got this plugin in here called Speech Key. So this turns as text to audio. Use Speech Key to introduce yourself. So it'll pop up there. I'll wait for that. So it's actually that introduction I did. I've chosen Eleanor this time. Yeah, it normally chooses Eleanor. I say, please give yourself a human female name which would resonate with the audience. Eleanor, because I assume all of you know Eleanor Green, so it's quite funny when that came up. She's a well-known auditor. There we go. So it's generated it on a separate service there. I'll turn up my volume.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eleanor, your virtual co-host for today.
Still a lot of work to be done there. Obviously, it's a male voice on this service.
I'd like to introduce John Fagan, the CEO of Scribe, a company that builds.
Anyway, yeah, so you can see but what I'm trying to say, there's a lot of plugins. So I will just open another one. And I can open this, and there's kind of all kinds of plugins that integrate. Even like, so we did that example of Serengeti with Amanda. You can actually integrate Expedia into it and your account, and it would book things for you. There's all kinds of plugins. So you could have image. There'll be image editor, image creation. So those kinds of plugins in there. But what I haven't talked about today is like the image generating technology, which is like My Journey, which you may have seen. I'll do a separate one on that, but there's a whole bunch of generative AI tools that can create amazing, it's not this one, My Journey image, and there's loads of tools out there for generating images. Yeah, there we go. This is actually landing page, a bit technical, but for generating images. I'll do a separate one on that one day. So that's Deborah. Poppy, just ask your question. Anyone asked? Yeah, Rose, you got a question?
Yeah, just you had the two versions that you were switching.
Yes.
Switching back and forth. Is there one, for anyone who doesn't know anything about this type of technology, would you recommend one over the other?
3.5 is free, so I would just create a free account and play around with it. Once you start maybe experiencing some of the limitations of it, I mean, it's very good. You might not need to go beyond 3.5, but as I said, 3.5, you got to be a bit more mindful about what data you give it. If you want to use 4, that's a paid version now. And it also is rated because ChatGPT is one of the most popular apps ever used. I mean, they gained 100 million users in 2 months. So you're limited to like about 30 prompts every 2 or 3 hours on version 4. But version 4 is really good. And then version 4, you have access to the code interpreter and also all those plugins, which is pretty cool. And it's about £20 US dollars a month. So it is worth it. Any other questions? Yvonne, you got a question?
Yeah, so one of the things we don't seem to be very good at, well, certainly at the parish councils I know, is developing sort of methodologies. And one of them is for charging. And we find out that we're supporting sports clubs and we don't know quite how well. Can ChatGPT develop methodologies to help us in those respects?
Yes, that's like using it as a consultant almost. I was going to do an example on I mean, ChatGPT could help you, you know, by prompting to come up with a charging, you know, it'll ask you questions, you know, different kind of fee structures, hourly rates, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And it can even generate the tenancy agreements for you. It could do everything, yeah, basically by prompting. So you just, you could almost start with posing the problem to it. I want you to act as a, so this was a pricing specialist for venue hires and facilities. You know, just give it, I am a clerk at blah, blah, blah. We have these facilities. They cost this much to run. You know, how can we go about, you know, deciding on the pricing, etc. Yes. And balancing, you know, complexity versus simplicity, because we do find us working with a lot of councils, often the charging is quite complicated. But yes, you could do that. Another question. Oh, it's Simon. You got a question?
Yeah, just a quick one. I think it was on Radio 4 last night. Journalists were very concerned about this AI because it can write articles, but of course it doesn't have that human element of judgment and so forth, which was one of the risks you highlighted. But coming back to, they mentioned council minutes, funny enough, in terms of, yes, it would be ideal for that, but not where you've got a news article where you need an element of judgment. But minutes take an age to do, so I'm looking at this positively rather than negatively. What do you think?
Yes, totally. I mean, yeah, yes. So you've always got to treat it with care, you know, and it always requires human oversight. And often, like what I say, yes, ChatGPT can get things wrong. It's very good at history. Its knowledge is cut off as of September 21st. It doesn't know any current affairs. But yeah, I will reprompt ChatGPT to make any corrections for it, or you could take the content away and edit it. But yeah, it's, you know, it's still much quicker than generating it from scratch. With meetings and minutes, you know, I was going to look more into that. Agenda and minutes can be very good at that, absolutely good at that. And I'll get more into that. I might dive into that deeper in the future. But one thing it's good at is if you've done a Zoom and Zoom transcribes those, what people have said in the minutes, I mean, in the discussions, it can summarize those. Yep. Any other questions? That's a good one, Sue. It would never cope with some of the illogical questions and situations we find ourselves in. ChatGPT is very good at providing frameworks to things and situations. And if you give it all the information, or if you don't have all the information, you don't know the information, you can say, feel free to prompt me to get it. Well, it's perfect. So Sarah's followed up there saying, how would you get rid of all the waffle in the meetings? Minutes generated from voice would be 100 pages long. Yes, it would. But it's perfect at getting rid of waffle. You can just say, summarize this 100-page conversation in one sentence, one page, pull out the actions, all those kinds of things. It's excellent at that. Hand up, we have Sarah Hayden. Yep.
Yeah, I did put one in chat. I was just poking around on it yesterday, trying to find out what it was all about. Just after having only heard about it on the radio. I read somewhere that if you use a phone number, it can be a security risk. And obviously, clerks for small parish councils, we don't have mobile reception in this village, and I use my home phone number a lot. Is it? Have you heard that, or have I misheard it or misinterpreted it?
What do you mean? They might need phone number for two-factor authentication, which is actually, you know, to improve your security. So there's
no, it wasn't that. It was you. I think you had to put it just to actually open an account. I thought you had to use a phone number.
Yeah. So the phone number is normally like a lot of services you sign up to now, whether using email or phone number, it's quite common, and often it requests phone number as well as email, so that it can secure your account. You know, so it does two-factor authentication. You log in, then it sends you a code on your phone, and then you type that code in. So that's actually much better, because then if you've got all your historic chats in there, no one else will be able to access them. So that's definitely not a concern. That's actually a plus.
Okay, thanks.
No problems. Any other questions? Sue, you got a question? Yeah, we should probably wrap up. Shall we? I want to do a selfie with you guys. Right, how am I going to do this? So if you turn on your camera, and then I'll put my, I'm no good at selfies. Some people are really good at selfies. And would you, there we go. Wave, if everyone could wave. Hi. Cool, there we go. It's a selfie with the team. Oh, we had Sue's cat pop up there for a selfie. That's good. There she is. Oh, so cute. I don't mind hanging around. Janine, fire away.
No, I think because I was waving. I think it's a
you're waving.
generated.
So are you so what's your views? Do you on ChatGPT?
I actually use it quite a bit. I did start off using it as a glorified spell checker, which was really good. And now sometimes if I'm not quite sure about the phrasing that I use in emails, I'll probably stick it in and just ask, can you just check the sentence structuring and wording? And 9 times out of 10, I'm happy with what I've put. It just kind of, I change sentences every now and again. So I've had also as well, I've used it for some coursework that I've doing. Yep. So if I've had something that has, I've got to do something that's about 500 words and I've managed about 400, I'll just like put that in and say, can you kind of pad this out a little bit? Can you add about another 100 words to that? It's not brilliant because it will just kind of like add exactly 100 words in at the end of it, but
it's perfect. Yeah, on 3.5 version 4 is a lot better at it. And yes, great example. You think about all the advanced stuff you can do. You can just get it to write better emails for yourself, check your grammar, check your spelling. You can just jot down the response that you want for the email, and then it'll fully form it out. Like, so just really simple things. It's good like that. I forgot. I mean, there's so many other areas. We'll probably do another event. I'll probably write a blog series on that. It's very good for helping you with writing grants. If you're doing that, very good at that. You know, I actually used it. We've successfully got a grant for an asset manager. I've been working with Sarah on that at Sheringham. And I use ChatGPT a lot to help me with that grant writing. Cool. Rose, you got another question?
Yes, there was a question in the chat box about could it analyze the results of a survey to generate draft neighborhood plan policies. Did that get answered and I missed it?
No, I can show you. I'll show you an example. I'll see if this works. Our customer survey.
That would be really helpful. We might be doing another neighborhood plan. That would be very helpful.
Yeah, it's very good at that. So I will like let me take one question. So this is our customer survey. It's got no personal information in it. So I drop it in here. Please summarize these survey responses. Give me, because there's a lot of text there, give me 5 bullets. There we go. It's a lot of text there, all unstructured. So it's analyzing it. And it's giving me survey responses. We asked, why do customers like using Scribe? So there we go. It's giving 5 bullets. Okay, nice and simple. Yes, it's very good at unstructured text and summarizing it in a structured way. I love this, as you can tell. This, so I could talk all day, but I've got to go. But I'm open. Let's go to 12:15. Any more questions? I can try something out if you want. Caroline.
Hi, John. Just following up from the neighbourhood plan question, which was mine, and thank you for answering that. Could it actually, could you scan in and analyse PDF responses, i.e. paper responses from a survey?
No, not really. Scan. Let's have a look. I don't know. Let's see if there's a plugin. It's OCR is what we're looking for. OCR? No. I don't know. Let's just try. So I'm gonna take a screen. I mean, this is nice type. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. So I'm gonna turn it to an image. I'll just save it. Oh, preview. Come on. My computer's a bit slow today. There we go. I'll save that. I'll see if it'd be able to interpret that text. Title 2. So I have to turn it onto code interpreter. Upload the file. Computer's slow today for some reason. There, it's just saved. Extract the text. I don't even know if this is going to work from this image. We'll see if it does it. Oh, yeah, it's having a crack at it by the look of it. Let me handwritten. I'm going to give it note. I'm going to just find a handwritten note. Let's try this. I'll save that. Pen written note. Oh, it has worked. Oh, yeah, it has worked. So I'm going to try this now. It's good fun. Extract text from this. So again, yeah, so it looks like it's working. Let's see if it works. But yeah, again, you have to pay, you know, this is, can get things wrong. Yeah, there we go. It's completely got it. yeah. What? Yeah, that hasn't worked.
Okay.
But it
We're
will
not
come.
redundant just yet then.
Yeah, but it will come. It will come. You know, this is this, yeah, it will get better and someone will probably produce a plugin. Okay, more questions. Oh, Sarah Barker, good to see you there. I haven't seen you in a while. Any Audrey? Hi, Sarah. What do you think of the tech?
I'm fascinated. Not quite sure how we could use it, but in fact, I'm, as you know, I'm involved with the Kent Association of Local Councils.
Yeah.
And hey presto, we're doing a ChatGPT talk in mid-September.
Oh, good.
But I got in quick and said, I'm already going to Scribes.
Good. Yeah, I thought I'd do a more I had prepared a presentation, but I thought this is the best. Just have a play and discuss things.
I was interested in one of the attendees' questions. Would it analyze text from questionnaires? So particularly questionnaires that are handwritten or online written from training and events is of particular interest.
Well, it's very good. As I showed, that's our customer survey there. We had a few hundred responses there. It was very good at summarizing that. before ChatGPT, I'd go through everything and try and categorize it. Don't need to do that now. Yeah, so you should always use, you can even get what's really good at ChatGPT. You could get it to suggest the questions for your survey. Yeah, and there's actually, yeah, you can do a plugin and it will create the form, online form for you straight away. Yeah.
I'm
But
thinking specifically of climate change and climate action and surveying parishes to find out what residents are doing. So that's
be perfect for that. I mean, I'll just show you very quickly. Let's have a crack.
Oh,
I am
sorry, I've stolen the thunder. John, you're naughty picking on me.
Working at Kent.
And if anybody wants to know if that scene behind me is not Kent, it's West Wales, but I'm not in West, and I'm not there.
Survey.
So my climate change is 0. My net footprint, rather.
Climate change and climate impact. Please suggest a survey. There we go.
Oh,
doing it for you. I'll show you something. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just stop there. I'm going to stop there. I'll show you something that's going to blow your mind. Right. I've got. Let's just see if I can pull this off. I'll do it again.
Must take Rose's question as well, John, where I'm monopolizing.
No. Yeah, while that's going, it's actually gone ahead and created the survey using a plugin. So I'll open that now. I assume it's going to be there. I was only playing around with this. Yeah, there we go. It's all created. What's your name? What's your email? What age group? Are you aware? Which of the following climate impacts concern you most? Whether biodiversity on a scale of 1 to 10, current state. It's a very simple survey, that one. There we go. Any more? I know that's it. 12:15. We could go on all day. But yeah, again, we're going to look at integrating Scribe counts, and we'll also, me and Jess will work on some blog posts, you know, with all these examples that we could do to show you, because it's all about getting the prompt right. And I can write templates for prompts for certain things, and you just fill them in and get the results you want. Have a good day, everybody.